there's a couple things that are really important to Trump. One thing that's important to him is manufacturing jobs. This is critical. It's also the case that he thinks that companies want access to the U.S. consumer. Countries also want to have protection from the U.S. defense umbrella. And he thinks people have been getting that unfairly and free. There hasn't been a level playing field, for example, with trade. And then a lot of countries have access to the U.S. defense umbrella and haven't been paying, say, for their 2% NATO commitment for it. And he thinks things need to be fair. In some sense, you need to escalate so you can de escalate and get a fair trading system going forward. 80% of his ire is targeted to China. China, for example, has a $1 trillion trade surplus this year. It's an incredible amount of number. It's $1 trillion. The US trade deficit is roughly $1 trillion. That's a trade deficit in goods. So this is totally unsustainable. And it's important to not just criticize Trump and criticize his policies, but to understand where he's coming from, because he's been taking this perspective for a long time, for decades. It's not going to go away. And for investors to understand where his policy is going and hence the delta on markets, I think it's critical to try to understand his perspective.